All right, what's up, everybody? Sorry for the small technical glitch or whatever. Um, yeah, cool. Um, um, yeah, all good. So, pretty eventful week. This past week, we've got on Thursday, our system just went on live. We sold a bunch of flashlights, right?
Yeah, guys, that was awesome.
And that's all like automatic. Like, what do? We went for a run, and then while we were on our run on the beach, you guys got some flashlight orders, and they got filled, and they got delivered. Right? There's no way that we could have packed and delivered that flashlight to be there in the afternoon. If not, somebody in the background was doing the delivery somewhere, and that somewhere was, a professional delivery service that already had our product ready to be shipped. We just needed to tell it to do so and fully automated. So then
the fastest available shipping method for an individual, a civilian, would be overnight. Okay, and that would be
if
6 p.m.
If
6 p.m. is the cutoff.
Yeah, because if you didn't have the package in by 6 p.m.,
Yeah.
you wouldn't be able to get that delivered.
I think we listed it much later than this. I think it was about 9:40.
Yeah.
We made the listing. So, and it got delivered the following day by like noon. So, it was physically impossible to get that shipping speed if you were a civilian or trying to overnight.
Yeah. So literally a professional, facility has our products in stock, and when you buy them, they get delivered as soon as they're told to deliver them. So that was pretty awesome. That's like a kind of recap of last week. So that system we built. So now we have backpacks. We have a yoga mat, right? We'll have a few other things that'll come up, and we've been working on that system pretty thoroughly because that's what's going to make at least like there will be a whole catalog of items that are delivered and matched perfectly. You see, so that at least we'll have a highly professional inventory and purchasing experience. So if this is U.S. based, this is for now only based in the U.S. But with the network that we have here, we can expand it to international. So eventually we'll get there. It's not that hard to continue leveling up, but it will take effort to do so. One thing I wanted to blast out there also over the weekend, there was so we got wrapped Safex cash that we want to get in use, right? However, getting a Binance node up and running and successfully is not, the easiest thing to do. But we finally got one running, but it wasn't just about getting it running. You need to set up monitoring and stuff like that. And even if you're using Binance, like I have a screenshot right here of Binance scan being behind 6 minutes on their scan, like literally Binance scan, bscscan.com. Even they couldn't keep their nodes synchronized, and I kind of questioned the whole Binance ecosystem and why, you could do a lot of marketing for a virtual asset that you never have to deliver, you know what I mean, and then get it to be pretty big, but it's like a massive slot machine. This is not cryptocurrency, at all in any way, shape, or form. And then that made me, bscscan.com, it's out of sync. And in the same way, it's out of sync, 100 blocks behind, the same way, like pretty much every node out there is going to be out of sync that didn't synchronize perfectly. and like you might get synchronized perfectly, and then something will happen. Because I don't think Binance really does much innovation on its on the it's a fork of Ethereum, and not much innovation goes into it. So what does this massive organization do? The Binance organization. No offense, I'm just saying, like seriously. I don't know. This is cryptocurrency, right? So you can't help but to believe that crypto has been co-opted, right? It's been, Bitcoin came around and people were scared of Bitcoin, and now they're not scared of Bitcoin because they've trapped everybody in this kind of nonsense. You know what I mean? You're not supposed to be scared of cryptocurrency. You're supposed to embrace it for what qualities it can bring you. But if its nodes, even at the most core area, are getting knocked out, like you gotta question what is the integrity of the platform that you're on, right? You have so many coins and so much value locked up in one chain. You know what I mean? It's time to diversify. I mean, if you don't hear me, if you don't get it, like, this is gonna be a really tough future for crypto. So it's like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance, right? Bitcoin was there first. It was the first of its kind, proof of work mining, and then and that kind of opened the door, right, into the ability to send money anywhere, anytime, and then you discovered that it's fully transparent, right? You can't hide your amounts, you can't hide where you send the coins. So then anyone without a warrant, anyone for any reason can just go and see where your money is going, right? Then in 2012, a new paper, crypto note protocol, was written to address the key problems: the privacy problem, the scaling problem of Bitcoin, right? And also the distribution of coin problem, where Bitcoin right now you could only mine it with special hardware, and there's only limited number of people who make that special hardware. So unless you're making special hardware, you can't participate. Whereas in the crypto node protocol, the CPU based, you're able to use a CPU still to extract it, and even to this day, like in the case of Safex, you can still use a CPU to extract Safex cash. So back to the point, a new version had emerged, crypto node protocol, and then that manifested into a few different coins. One of those coins that still exists today is Monero, right? And you might question, why isn't Monero the number 2 coin in the world, or even the number 1 coin in the world? Well, it's very simple. Over there, it has privacy, and no one is promoting privacy. And out there in the world, if you're promoting privacy, you're not getting all the clout that. Because why? Because these platforms are interested in Bitcoin. Why are they interested in Bitcoin? Because it's a surveillance network. It's a massive financial surveillance network. Ethereum, Binance, all these networks are fully transparent. Every time you buy or sell a coin, all of your business is everyone's business. You see what I mean? So it's kind of makes absolutely no sense. Why would they do such a thing? Like, the banks don't work like that. The New York Stock Exchange doesn't work like that. There's no systems in this world that work like that. So it makes one only think one thing, is that these coins, these products are being promoted to keep us from using the true cryptocurrency, like true cryptocurrency. So Safex having a real world use case, it's easy to get it through mining, and it's private. It's private property. What is private property? Private property is private property, right? Instead, we have the most prevalent platforms on this planet are the complete opposite of private property. So. Anyway, it's very important. It's very, very important. John McAfee knew this. John McAfee supported Safex. John McAfee knew that privacy was one of the most important things. He built an antivirus software. He's a big supporter of Monero. Was a big supporter of Safex. He was a miner of Monero, a miner of Safex. Like, he's gone. And what the message is moot? No, it's not. It's still super important. So. There's a reason why we built Safex. If we didn't need a privacy blockchain and a champion for privacy, we wouldn't be here and we wouldn't be doing this. And then on top of that, to have a real world use case so that you could actually take home a candle that you could light and you could feel the warmth, not just look at it. That's the other half of it. And right now, you have people who are able to buy flashlights that make a 260-meter beam in front, right? Like, remember Remember we used that in that forest? How insane was that? Yo, I think like this evening we'll throw up a video. We got one of those flashlights here. Did you see it on your desk? Did you saw it on your desk?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
we actually ordered one. Dan
just
actually
to
ordered
test
one
it out,
just to see our because we don't have the flashlights.
Wait, I'm gonna go bring it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. We didn't have any here because they're all available to be purchased, right? It literally came in a package, right, like that. It literally says, "Thank you for your purchase from Safex from the Safex market!" Exclamation point.
Thanks, Dan.
Right? It literally has the order ID is 20 characters. A 20 character order ID. The same order ID as you find on the wallet when you buy something. And then it literally has the offer ID, the part of the offer ID off of the blockchain.
Amazing.
Yeah. It has the SKU plus your part of your order ID.
Guys, we're reaching the point where we're slowly going to transition to me not even knowing what's going to be listed, and that's the goal.
You'll have 1,000 things. Like
Exactly.
we're reaching the point where we'll be able to, a lot of these systems are so automated that it's going to be like every day items will be taken off and added on as they're sold. Because remember, this is a multi-channel.
Yeah.
These products are being sold on many platforms, and Safex is the most valuable one. Of all the platforms it could be sold on, Safex is the most valuable one. And the good thing is that we'll be able to plug in your products into our whole system. That
Soon
Yeah.
we're not going to...
Yo, this is brand new. I just unwrapped it, right? Like, this is so cool. Wow. Whoa. Wait, oh yeah, you gotta pull the battery. It's like protected.
What did you see the last time? It was made out of an airplane?
Oh yeah, aircraft grade aluminum. Oh shit. Oh oops, I cursed. Alright. Wow. Like that is so cool. You can narrow the beam. You can expand the beam. I mean, wait. Let me just turn off the lights here. It's still kind of daylight, but you'll see like this light will go 260 meters.
260 meters?
Yeah. Wild, right?
That's pretty nuts.
Yeah, we don't even need these lights on in here. We're good with this light. For real. You see, it's no joke. Yeah, but I mean that's cool. Like these are like modern flashlights. I don't know. Yeah, maybe tonight on the run I'll bring this with us. You can see on the beach.
Yeah, it's definitely a good quality product, but for now, I won't even know what's for sale. You guys are going to be like, oh, look what I just bought from TWM, and I'm going to be like, oh my god, I didn't even know we had that,
How amazing!
We're going to be like,
How
I'm
amazing.
literally not going to know exactly which products we have listed there very, very soon, once a couple more build-outs are ready from Dan. We got this completed, working on a variation feature right now. A variation feature is going to be game-changing. Auto delister and a couple of other really complex, systems that Dan is building out, each one requiring, hours and hours and hours and hours of work. But it's really awesome. So soon I'm going to lose track of what we have. It's going to be tons and tons and tons of items.
Yeah. So if you're not seeing them, that's because these products are U.S. only. So because our to get that awesome delivery, and we have partners abroad also, but we gotta start somewhere. And
yeah, because you want to be able to make errors in your own domain. Like when we're here and we're dealing with me and my immediate network and even some strangers coming very soon. We want to be able to be like, hey, we just messed up, or we just sent a thank you for ordering from Safex message 150 times because it was on a loop. Or all of these kinds of things they're really, really small issues. But since it hasn't been deployed, you only find these little tiny errors once it's deployed. So as opposed to screwing up on mass scale, on
different time zones.
with different relationships, and then I want to make every error, right? We want to mess up every single possibility now, within our own network, and then we're gonna just boom, roll it out. And the same system that Dan is working day in and day out doing. It's the only thing that's standing between this and another country is simply a geofence and translation of the language. It's literally, there's nothing else to it. It's literally a couple of buttons. That this system is apply. You can apply it to any geographical area, which is super powerful. Right, Dan?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm super looking forward to expanding, but I'm super happy about our super successful deployment right here in the United States. And you gotta be, if we're going on 160 countries all at once, this is not gonna go right.
We should do a couple 100,000 transactions here in the US to make sure everyone gets.
So like on the point of like rollout plans for V2 and stuff like that, we really wanted this system there because let's face it, not everybody is a professional. I think last week, Aaron, you brought this up. Not everyone is a professional vendor. You know what I mean? So, and the point is, like, we already have a pretty nice community, really great, that we all see the vision. And on top of that, if we didn't have the system put together, then we'd only be limited to, a few little products here and there. But like this, now we'll have thousands of products this year because of the system that we took the time to work on. Yeah. And so we're going to deploy like a 1.5 version where there's a few feature tests and then a V2. And I think, I don't want to say any dates, but I think in time for Black Friday to get a V2 out for everybody, who signed up for the early adopter program to start getting familiar with things. So, but yeah, we definitely wanted to have the a catalog of items that are actually, going to show up like that. They're going to be great products that, who doesn't, if you don't have a flashlight and you're in the United States, go right now and get one. I'm serious. Like, you need this. You actually need this. So, and there's no better way to get it than spending some Safex cash and getting it sent to you almost instantly. So, yeah. So on the point of mining, right? I was looking into some stuff in mining. There's if you go to there's this website. Let me see if I could pull it up. xmrig.com/benchmark. So if you go there, I think this is pretty awesome information. So when you go there, Curse, it's most of those products are U.S. geography at the moment. So when you check out xmrig.com/benchmarks, the /benchmark, you can see like this whole list of CPUs, and you can see like these AMD EPYC. So I've been doing some math about like mining. So I have this big farm with like 80 CPUs at it, and I was thinking, wow, like I'm paying rent for this farm. There's electric costs, and then the square footage it takes up, right? I could get, so there's like this AMD EPYC, one of these 7000 series, right? And it does like 5 times the power of one Ryzen 9.
Really?
Yeah. So, but the point is, like cost-wise, it's about the same. But the difference is I don't need to administer 5 computers. I administer 1.
What is this AMD thing?
Yeah, these are CPUs. They're processors.
Amazing.
Yeah, they're good for mining Safex. So what I'm trying to say out there is if someone was interested in getting into mining or they're already mining, your next CPU, you might get some more beastly CPU, even though it's like 5 times more than one, of the Ryzen 9 3900X, but it produces 5 times more. So you would only need to get one machine instead of 5 machines.
How much does this AMD thing cost?
Like $2,000, but it'll produce the same as $2,000 of, 5. You get it?
Yeah.
So instead of setting up 5 machines, you could set up just one of these, and you're good to go. I mean, imagine you had just one box, right? Imagine you had one box that does the same power as 5 boxes. You get it? Produce the same amount of heat, pretty much the same amount of power. No, the power consumption is like 3 of them.
So you're saving a bit on the power as well.
You'll save a bit on the power.
Well,
You'll save a lot on space.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So like, rather than buying like five of these, those ordinary ones, why not just get one of these beefier ones? And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get a few for the office. These beefy CPUs.
Do they look cool?
I mean, I think they look cool, but I think like coolness comes from a cooler, having the
That thing in the
lights.
other office that's mine all day is really cool.
Well, yeah, it's kind of nerdy, right? So, but yeah, check it out, xmrig.com. So then the other thing that I wanted to bring up, so yeah, you can get these epics, but don't buy these epics on eBay. They cost thousands of dollars. Don't be fooled by these China import for 300, 400. So on eBay, you could find deals open box. So even like the 3900X, you could get it for like $300. You know what I mean? Like an open box. Instead of paying 400, you could get it for 300. So like the whole point of mining is like get your cost basis as low as possible. You get what I mean? So like that's why in my mining facility, I have those wooden racks. I don't have shelving, Like what for? Those wooden racks cost like $5, I don't need to spend $50 for, shelving. It's you want to get your costs as low as possible. So then if you don't have to pay rent suddenly for a big farm, because I calculated with like 6 or 7 of these beefy CPUs, I can take out the whole farm. You see what I'm trying to say? So I'll save thousands of dollars every month, on rent, electric. You know what I mean? The things could go wrong, stuff like that. So I thought I would pass on the advice to the community that hey, if you're trying to invest into mining, it's pretty awesome if you could skip the line. Instead of buying a bunch of little rigs, you could buy one of these big AMDs. You know what I'm saying? And then you'd have like the output of like something much bigger. So like I'm literally considering like in one stack I could replace the whole farm.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, pretty clever, right?
Yeah.
But this is possible because prices went down. Time has passed and prices went down on these things.
Prices went down on these.
On these beefy AMDs, prices have gone down.
Where were they at when you created your mining farm?
Let's say like something for 2,000 was like 3,500. So, okay. But those 3900X, same price still. It's like for 2 years their price actually they came down. They went from 700 to 500, and they're still at 400. And in the middle of COVID, they went back to 700. That's wild. It's awesome. Yeah, mining consolidation, literally. Yeah, Crypto Force, 100%. We're definitely making a website so that all these products are going to be live on safex.com.market, and we got the Safex Market Twitter handle now, so we'll be like posting stats there from the marketplace. Yeah, Zachary, you could use a VPN to see the products through US, but they won't ship to you outside of the US. So you could try, but you'll just you'll risk here. So you could try like the 3990X. The one I'm looking at is the 3990. 3990. No, the 3970. Yeah, the Threadripper 3970X. Those look good. So wrapped Safex Cash, of course, we're still going with Binance. The whole point was to bring Safex Cash closer to the people. We got an excursion tomorrow morning for a meeting about wrapped Safex Cash. Let's hope that that goes really well, and then you'll probably see a lot of movement on wrapped Safex Cash. Let's see, but yeah, those are pretty much all the points I wanted to go over this Sunday. If you're in the US, you want to buy some stuff, if you want us to get you something, if you thought something was great, tell us what's that product, right? And then we might have a source for it. If you think that the product will sell, if you think that people would need that product, we'll take it into consideration. Yeah, Zachary, you can there's this new thing called the country object. So you can literally tell the system from where you would ship to. So based on where you ship to will determine who can see which products on the API. Aaron, anything you want to add to this afternoon discussion?
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to, Dan told me, that we're putting aside some of the features that we've been building internally for us merchants and all the merchants out there. And he said that now he's going to be focusing a lot on the front end. So that, he mentioned earlier even now that he's not giving a specific date, but is it the V1.5 or the V2? What are we going to call it?
Yeah, 1.5.
1.5 is going to be it's going to be some really cool updates to the front end, so that it will be able to it could house right now, because the scroll is there, but it's going to look a lot nicer. Now he's really focusing on features for everyone. So I'm really looking forward to that also. Because it's going to be able to house, a whole bunch of products. It's really going to come. It's coming along really nicely, and it's really shaping up to be something super, super nice and powerful. But yeah, I'm very happy about it.
Yeah, me too. This is the most exciting element of this whole journey. So
yeah,
glad that we cross this path.
Also, we're going to be doing. Hold on, let me write it down.
Sure.
Where is that? Privileged information.
Yeah, let's talk about that later.
Yeah, too much.
CMI,
too much
information.
Names.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, there's a specific motherboard for that Ryzen, the Threadrippers. They use a different socket. I would definitely write an article because I'm 100% going to do increase my mining, and I'm not planning to get more Ryzen 9s because I'm very invested in mining and it's been super successful so far. So, just some perspective, I think I put like $100,000 on mining and I got all of it back. You know what I mean? So.
How long did that take?
A year.
A year. Incredible. So now you're just riding on.
So, why wouldn't why wouldn't you be mining? It's just doesn't make if I needed a computer for my house, I got a free computer, if things went how it went for me, I'd have a free computer right now.
Wait, so if you invested 100K in mining for 12 months and you got your money back, is it so? If you were and the price remained the same,
I could
price,
sell all my rigs and double my money.
in 24 months you would
Not
double your
double,
money.
because some of it had to go to rent, you know, and electric. But yeah, basically, I'd be up like 60%, I'd be up like 60% or something like that.
That's
Yeah.
pretty.
That's a living. That's a living right there. And that's hardware you're buying. People buy hardware. You know, people need a computer every day. So, I don't know. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, new stuff on Excalibur. It's, you know, we talked about that Binance node situation. We finally have a system in place that's going to keep our node online and synchronized. So everything should be good. And there's a big news on Wrapped Safex Cash this week, and yeah, just we're gonna list the hundreds of products, thousands of products. This is, you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be so much fun. Signing out, guys. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. It's a quicker one, and it's been an awesome week, and we're opening up an awesome week again. Bam.
I'll see you guys later.